Welcome back everybody to Automation, the car company tycoon game, and of course beamng.drive 2. Today we're going to be building something like a little sports car, as you can see over here. And this is not going to be something crazy, not a supercar, not a hypercar. It's going to be kind of your average, maybe even cheap little sports car. You know, what maybe your average person can buy after 40 years of hard working. If you don't escape the matrix, of course. Oh well, not all of us are alphas. Anyways, we're gonna start off building this, and as you can see, the year here is 2007. We're just gonna go with aluminum, monocoque, you know, your average stuff, chassis material, because we can't make this too expensive, and who's even going to notice. Front longitudinal engine, because, I mean, what else? Double wishbone and multi-link, because, I mean, we can't cheap out everywhere, right? Because then it would just be horrendous to drive. So we're gonna make a new engine for this, and I'm probably just thinking a regular V8 would make sense here. ALSI, because that's nice, of course. We need to have a selling point, obviously, right? Wanna probably make this pretty large. There we go. What am I thinking? Maybe a 4.5 liter. That is perfect. I very much like that. Overhead cam 4 valve. We'll make it fully ALSI. I think that's like aluminum silicon compound, something like that. Forged steel. Maybe just lightweight forged all here, because otherwise it's just gonna blow apart. This engine is massive, and it's gonna be NA too. So, you know, we need it's otherwise they're just gonna break. So looking at this, we probably want some more springs and lifters with a large engine like this. Cam profile, you can never have too much cam profile. Who cares about a good mileage? Very high compression, because, I don't know. And we're gonna have to rev high, because it's an NA engine. But we're not gonna be able to rev high, because it's an NA engine, which is, I love that part. Just probably injection, direct injection, twin. Sacrificing once again fuel economy. You know, when you buy this you think you're rich, so that shouldn't matter that much anyways. We can maybe even put a little bit more fuel in this. Obviously we're just gonna run this on premium, not on super, right? That'd be kinda crazy. Tubular long here, dual exhaust, right? High flow 3-way. Probably want to increase the size of that a little, or we're just gonna completely suffocate the engine. You want to make it sound decent. That is a 410 horsepower. That is, I kind of like that. We'll go through here, and not perfect reliability, but what kind of cheap, maybe, sports car is. I'll go through there and maybe fine tune that. We'll see. Anyways, continuing, it's going to be a rear wheel drive. Advanced automatic. 8 speed, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Sounds like something the person who's buying this would like to drive. You know, person that's buying this probably can't drive, so it obviously needs to be an automatic. Spacing, you can go a little bit higher on that. Probably not a good idea. Gonna regret that, and they're gonna change it later. Electric limited slip differential, because once again, the person buying this or testing, which is me, cannot drive. Tire type radial, it's not 1970s, sports compound. And then, I mean, we're gonna have to probably stagger them, because otherwise it's just gonna oversteer into oblivion. I mean, this looks kinda cool. Some bigger rims. Yeah, nice and expensive. Very nice. I'll do some morphing probably later as well. Want some offset there, I'll fine tune that, of course. Anyways, continuing on to the brakes. I mean, brake fade's probably gonna be an issue, especially since the person buying this is probably gonna be stupid enough to take this thing onto the track, which is definitely not where it belongs. Rear brake force can definitely go down a little bit. And pad type, we can move that up. Who said the car needed to be comfortable, right? So maybe semi-clad, because otherwise it's gonna scrape on the ground. You know, want it to be nice and low. That'd look nice with this body. It's actually a really cool body, this. I actually kind of like that. Less cooling airflow, sacrifice reliability, Whoa, sacrifice reliability for performance every single day of the week. Now it's a sports car, so we obviously can't have seats in the back. You know, that's, yeah, sport interior, premium infotainment. You know, you need to have something like a screen. That'd obviously be nice to distract yourself when driving. Who doesn't want that? We'll give it launch control because that's cool. Another selling point. You know, as long as you have enough selling points to hide all the terrible things about your car, it's all going to be fine. Advanced safety. Once again, person buying this and testing this, which is me, cannot drive. And then as for the suspension, maybe just like standard, semi-active, active, beautiful. So we are nice and not oversteery, which is what I liked. Got a pretty nice roll angle there as well. Actually, we didn't even select the preset. Probably sports, which is probably going to be terrible. So we'll need to tune it later, of course. I feel like it's a bit high as well. Is that? Oh my god, it's so much lower now. That's so much better. So this is actually looking pretty good. I kind of like this. I'll obviously still have to go through it and fine tune it. But you know, that is pretty nice. Now we're just gonna go ahead and design this thing, of course. I really hope you enjoyed that time lapse. This is the Murata AZ5. Here it is, looking pretty cool as it is. You know, wanted to look kind of aggressive here, and I think I've done that. Obviously, if you have any critiques, feel free to leave those down in the comment section. Right, always like some constructive criticism so I can improve my builds in the future. Basically, quick look around here. I didn't realize it until later, but this is literally RX-7 stuff right here. Also, I didn't really know what to do with the rear, so I just added on this. I'm not sure what it is, but that's cool. Got some pretty cool wheels here. Definitely a big fan of those. I feel like, you know, I was so happy with these wheels. Then I realized the year was 2007, so maybe not the most logical thing, but I just left them on anyways, because I like those a lot. As you can take a quick look at the lights, so these are our daytime running lights right here. Then we have the regular headlights as well, and then the indicators, of course. You can't animate them, sadly, in this game, right? Got some more indicators in the rear here, which are not very visible, but that's fine. You're probably not going to be using them anyways. Some tail lights, which are also not very visible due to the massive tint, and some brake lights as well, which in my opinion all actually look pretty cool. We have Murata written on the back here. That is the brand. Yes, this is a Russian car. Murata is my Russian brand. They've really only built like small cheap plastic hatchbacks, and now they're giving a go at a sports car. Anyways, the goal was to be cheap, so let's look at some statistics. You're gonna be able to buy this for 37,000 2012 US dollars. Ballpark 50 ballpark 50 grand nowadays, so that's definitely pretty nice. 2007, so this was probably around 35 grand, to be honest, maybe even less. So that's obviously nice. Fuel economy is terrible, you know, but that's, I mean, didn't really focus on that. I never, well, okay. Anyways, basically, actually, how much does it weigh as well? That's probably also interesting for you guys. 1,600 kilograms, that is like 4,000 pounds. Actually, that's totally off. I should learn to do mathematics in my head. Hold on, let me actually think for a second. You know, 3,500 pounds. Take it or leave it. I'm not gonna try and calculate that. Anyways, it looks pretty cool. As for the engine, as well, 411.4 horsepower. That's what this thing puts out. It's gonna be dangerous. But you know, it's gonna be fun to test out in beamng.drive, which is what we're gonna do right now. beamng.drive, and we're gonna be testing this car out, of course. And you know, once they finish just a little bit of testing, I suppose we're gonna take it over to the track, see what kind of a time we can get. It's gonna be interesting, because we have rear-wheel drive, of course. It's gonna be probably kind of hard to control. I don't know. That's just an excuse for me being a bad driver. I think I've already said that a few times this video. Anyways, just gonna be driving it around a little bit here. We can go a bit faster in a second, but the road kind of got a lot of curves here, and I'm not very good at driving, as you probably just saw. There we go, flooring it now. Going decently fast, and there's a turn here also. That wasn't too bad, to be honest. Downhill section. So, you know, right off the bat, this is obviously incredibly fast. Brakes seem really well, too. You know, better than I might be used to. So that's pretty nice, of course. Driving pretty decently here. Of course, we are gonna have some issues, like maybe a little bit of oversteer. I don't know. I think oversteer is probably gonna be more efficient than understeer. Or it's probably just me, to be honest. But you know, it actually drives quite nice. Not the best handling car, of course, but that's also not really what you would expect from a car like this. It's not what we built the car for. And I think that's our ESC killing us right there. Definitely gonna turn that off when we head onto the track, so I might as well turn it off now, because, you know, we better practice properly. I think we're gonna die within a few seconds now. Oh dear. I also do not know this East Coast USA map at all. Not even sure why I chose it. Like, this is terrible. And now, okay, that was our transmission not working. Just literally not shifting. Maybe it was also me flooring it. Anyways, kind of enough of this for me, to be honest. I just want to kind of test this thing out on a track, because actually we didn't even take a good look at this thing in beamng.drive. Like, honestly, it exported really well with these daytime running lights and everything. Like, it looks really good. Wow. 228. Let's see. So actually, this is a really good time looking at the other cars that are around. Although there's not that many cars, you know, this map got updated kind of recently, which erased all my old times, which is too bad. Anyways, the Arovia C4 Super Sport is basically a V12 Ute that I made. The build was absolutely insane. Has to be one of my favorite ones this far. You know, I'll link that video in the description because I recommend that one. And this is the Tundra Trail Boss GPT, which was like an 800 horsepower pickup truck, actually designed by ChatGPT. That's why it's called that way. You know, I've made 3 videos of ChatGPT doing, actually 4 videos of ChatGPT designing stuff, me competing against ChatGPT, those cool things. Just check out my channel. I don't have that many videos. You'll be able to find it. So, you know, if that sounds like something cool to do, then go ahead and watch that, of course. For the rest, you know, I think we're in a pretty good spot here. We're just, you know, in front of us are really all the race cars, and behind us are really all the not race cars. We're right in between that, which, you know, honestly is not even that bad if you ask me. I would have liked a little bit of a better time, but, you know, the car just isn't that good. As I said, I didn't even really build it for that. It only looks like it's supposed to be able to perform well on the track. Anyways, basically, for right now, thank you guys ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye bye.